Hare Krishna. Welcome to Tax Guru YouTube channel. This is CA Rohan R. Pingale, practicing chartered accountant based in Mumbai, also partner in Motilal and Associates LLP, member firm of Marks Network. Welcome to video series What Law Says. And today onwards, we are going to discuss few case laws but in in-depth analysis. So today we will going to discuss two case laws reported to High Court under GST law. So let's dive into it. Let me allow to share my screen. Yes, so today, we are going to discuss case laws that are reported recently in the month of August 2025 and that are related to procedural validity of show cause notice issued for multiple financial years. So let's start with today's first case law. Shyam Polymers versus Additional Commissioner CGST, Delhi North High Court, and order dated is 20th August 2025. So let's understand what are the facts of the case and issue of the case. The petitioner was registered GST taxpayer engaged in manufacturing and trading activities. The department initiated investigation proceedings alleging that the short payment or non-payment of GST and wrong availment of ITC. So, pursuant to investigation, the department issued a single show cause notice. Okay, pursuant to the investigation, the department issued what? A single show cause notice covering multiple financial years, raising composite demand, invoking extended period of limitation. So the notice didn't clearly segregate allegations year-wise, computation and reasoning were clubbed. So the taxpayer challenged the notice by way of writ petition before the Delhi High Court. So let's see what are the issues before the High Court. Issues were whether a single GST so cause notice covering multiple financial year is legally sustainable or not, whether limitation under GST must be examined independently for each financial year, whether such consolidated notice violates principles of natural justice, and whether invocation of extended limitation can be mechanical and omnibus. So very interesting. So let's see what first we will see relevant legal provisions. Section 73-74 of the CGST Act 2017 governing demand and recovery limitation provisions computed with reference to annual return of each financial year. Principles of natural justice and right to clear notice and effective opportunity of defense. These are the relevant legal provisions. So let's see what are the High Court observations. The Delhi High Court observed entirely that the GST law treats each financial year. GST law treats each financial year as a separate unit of assessment. Limitation under GST is financial year specific, cannot be merged or averaged. It is clearly said that the limitation under GST is a financial year specific and cannot be merged or averaged. A show cause notice must contain clear, precise, and year-wise allegations. Show cause notice must contain what? Clear, precise, and year-wise allegations enable the assessee to effectively rebut the case. Invocation of extended limitation requires what? Independent satisfaction for each year. Not, it cannot, it should be independent satisfaction for each year if the department wants to invocate the extended limitation. Cannot be presumed merely because an issue continues. A composite notice results in what? Vagueness, causes serious prejudice to the taxpayer and undermines the procedural safeguards. Very clearly, High Court observed all these things that the composite notice results in vagueness, causes serious prejudice to the taxpayer, and undermines procedural safeguards too. So, after observing what the High Court held is that the impugned show cause notice was held to be legally unsustainable, bad in law due to improper consolidation, failure to examine the limitation year-wise. The court set aside the show cause notice and granted liberty to the department to proceed in accordance with the law if permissible. So it was favor in the assessee. So let's see what are the implications and takeaways from case one. For taxpayers and for the understanding of the members, strong procedural ground to challenge consolidated show cause notice, omnibus invocation of extended limitation, and limitation must be independently computed and contested. Procedural defects can invalidate entire proceedings. For the department, administrative convenience cannot override the statutory safeguards. Show cause notice must be carefully drafted, year-wise, reasoned, and limitation compliant. So, from both the point of view, we have seen the implication and takeaways that is from taxpayers and members point of view and from the department point of view too. So now moving onwards, we are moving to case two, Provident Housing Limited versus Union of India, Bombay High Court, and it was order dated 21st August 2025. Means one is from Delhi High Court and another is from Bombay High Court. So let's understand facts of this case. The petitioner was a real estate developer registered under GST. The department issued a show cause notice covering again multiple financial years, alleging incorrect tax treatment and ITC issues. The notice raised a single consolidated demand, invoked again extended limitation uniformly. The assessee challenged the notice before the Bombay High Court. Let's understand issues before the High Court. Whether issue of single GST notice for multiple financial year is permissible, whether commonality of issue justifies the consolidation, whether natural justice is violated by non-segregation of facts and computation, and whether such notices can survive judicial scrutiny. Very, very interesting. Let's see what are the relevant legal provisions. Of course, Section 73 and 74 of the CGST Act, limitation mechanism linked to the annual return, and Article 14 and principle of fairness. Let's see High Court observation. The Bombay High Court observed each financial year gives rise to separate cause of action and separate crystallization of tax liability. What it observed is the financial year gives, each financial year gives rise to what separate cause of action and separate crystallization of tax liability. Even if the issue is common in various years, facts, turnover, ITC, limitation differ year-wise, and this needs to be considered. Consolidation without clear segregation, independent reasoning leads to what? Procedural arbitrariness. Clearly, High Court observed that, Bombay High Court observed that the clear consolidation without clear segregation and independent reasoning leads to what? Procedural arbitrariness. So natural justice requires what? Clear articulation of allegations that is missing in the given case. Here was opportunity to respond. So let's see what Bombay High Court held. The court held that the impugned show cause notice suffered from serious procedural infirmities. It failed to meet statutory and constitutional standards. The notice was therefore quashed, liberty granted to proceed afresh subject to limitation. So, what are the implications and takeaways from case two? For professionals, consolidated notice are high risk litigation instruments. Procedural lapses can defeat even the strong merit cases. Members must scrutinize limitation year-wise and challenge the vagueness at the show cause notice stage itself. And for GST, jurisprudence reinforces the principle that GST is a period-based tax, not a block assessment regime. It is a period-based tax, not a block assessment regime. Strengthens what taxpayer protections against the arbitrary proceedings. So let's analyze in a combined way, combined jurisprudential takeaway. We'll see now. Single GST notice for multiple financial year is not per se illegal, but its validity is conditional upon what? Strict limitation compliance, year-wide segregation, clear reasoning, absence of prejudice. Means it is not per se legal, but this should be followed. If it is not followed, then it will be going to be null and void. So courts are increasingly protecting the procedural discipline and curtailing the convenience driven enforcement. So that's it from today. So hope you are getting knowledge from the video series which are I'm conducting on the tax YouTube channel. Thank you so much for patient hearing. If you want to give any suggestion, observation, any queries, then do let me know through the number given in this. It is available on WhatsApp. You can also email to me, and if you want, you can comment below the video too. So be connected to Tax YouTube channel. If you are not yet subscribed, then do subscribe it for latest updates and video series like this. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. See you soon. Hare Krishna.